So we're going to start with that push locking system. So what happens is you find the right height, that pin locking system pops out, and they're locked into place and not going anywhere. A lot of other poles on the market have a twist locking system. And if you have somebody that has weak grip strength or arthritis and they don't get the poles twisted to the appropriate tightness, they'll collapse on them, and that defeats the purpose of having the poles. Another kind of locking system is a kind of a clipping lock system like that. And what users have told me from those is that they don't collapse necessarily, but over time they gradually get shorter and shorter and shorter. So they're really not staying into place. The other great thing about our pin locking system is that they hold are weighted up to 200 pounds per pole. So if you have people putting a little bit extra weight through the poles because they're trying to offload joints, or they're trying to get their foot cleared, we can rest assured as clinicians that they're going to be able to have the stability of holding those clients. Whereas other poles that are on the market usually only support or are weighted to about 90 pounds or less. One of my clients that has multiple sclerosis also really likes this feature, because what happens with other poles is that they have kind of even when they're tight into place, they have a little bouncing mechanism. And again, this holds it into place, locked, not going anywhere. And so just that extra security of solid versus a little bit of a give, it can be huge for a lot of people. The next feature that I love is the bell bottom, right? So look at this big surface area compared to other Nordic walking poles. Might not have any bottom, it just has a carbide tip, or it has a really tiny, small plastic tip. This is made of rubber, and so it is very good at staying into place and it doesn't slip versus some of those other bottoms that you're going to find. Our poles do, though, have that carbide tip. You can pull this off, and it really helps to be able to grip when you're in ice, sand, on trails and those kind of things. And then the other feature is the anti-vibration feature. And that is in 3 places on our poles: at the handle, on the ferrule, and then down here at the bottom. And what that helps with is that to reduce that reverberation back up from the ground, so it's not hurting people's hands. And the best feature I feel, and that we hear about the most, is the patented core grip. Okay, so it's this ledge that's right here that's on the pole. We talked about earlier that there isn't a left and a right, and so that's so that our hands can rest right on that ledge, making people feel more confident when they're using the poles. It also helps to keep our wrists in a neutral position to avoid some of that strain and repetitive of getting our hand into an extended position that you will see with most other assistive devices.